right time for Super Bowl. Sorry, I don't think you're gonna have to get down. Okay, let me. Sure, I'll do 8-minute quarters.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Raiders versus the Atlanta Falcons. Raiders looking to go for a three-peat here as we will begin the Super Bowl when I figure out how to sim a game. As Raiders, Jaden Rook Jr. will kick it off as the Super Bowl is underway. It's going to be returnable. He's going to bring it out to around the 20-yard line. Sorry, 27. I am completely off. Michael Penix Jr. and the Falcons heading out his first Super Bowl as a starter. And obviously, I mean his first Super Bowl. As they will line up 1st and 10 at their own 27. As he's going to play action, Penix to the left side, and he's going to be stopped for a loss, and he's tackled by Cooper DeJean. 2nd and 12 for the Falcons as their first play of the Super Bowl goes the wrong way. Back to pass, it's Penix. He's going to fire, and it just gets blocked by the Raiders defensive line, and now it's 3rd and 12 from their own 25. Back to pass. He's going to kind of scramble. He's going to fire, and it's incomplete. Washington was the target, and he could not bring it in. So it will be a punt for the Falcons as he will punt it away. First drive of the Super Bowl goes the wrong way. Daraj Cornfield takes the fair catch, and now it's the Raiders' turn. James Brunford playing in his 3rd Super Bowl and just was MVP, 5,000-yard passing season. As he will lead this Raiders offense. As he's going to hand it off to Genty. He's going to go along the left side, and he's going to get brought down only for a 1-yard gain. As it will be 2nd and 9 from their own 28. As he'll hand it off to Genty again, who finds a gap, but will only get about 4 yards on that run, as it will bring up 3rd and 5. And one storyline heading into this game, Max Crosby playing against his former team in the Super Bowl. He won the past 2 with the Raiders, but now he has a chance to win them with the Falcons here. Back to passes Brunford. Fires to the right, and it's caught by No, that's Troy Franklin. Sorry. But it will be a 1st down for the Raiders as they bring it to their own 43-yard line. As let's get a replay as you see just fires that, brought down, and yeah, just got that in there. As it will be 1st and 10 for their own 43. Back to pass, he's going to fire to the right, and it's picked off! Down the left sideline, and he's brought down to the 23-yard line. Oh my goodness, Xavier Watts picks off James Brunford wow. Was trying to give that to Daraj Cornfield, but throws it right into his hands and Falcons have great field position now, as they're going to be almost guaranteed a touchdown unless they make the same mistake that the Raiders just did. As now it will be 1st and 10 for the Raiders 23, as they're going to hand it off to Bijan Robinson, who is stopped for a 1-yard gain. As it will be 2nd and 9 from the Raiders 22-yard line. As let's see, will they be able to come away with points on this drive? We're going to have to see. As their first drive stalled out. Hopefully their second doesn't. Back to pass. He's going to fire to the left, and it's caught for a first down. Parker Washington brings it in. As now it will be 1st and 10 from the Raiders 12 as he hands it off to Bijan, who is stopped by John Roderick. Number 54 for the Raiders defense. Star middle linebacker in his 3rd year in the NFL. Back to pass. Penix fires to the right, and it's knocked down by Bowman. 3rd and 9. Even if they don't get a touchdown, they can at least bring home a field goal. As he fires to Drake London. No, it's not a touchdown. As they're going to be at the 1-yard line. Very good opportunity to get points here early. As me personally, I'm surprised how that was not a touchdown, as we're going to see what the Falcons can do here in 1st and goal. Basically 4 tries to bring it in. They're going to give it to Bijan, who brings it in. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson brings it in from 1 yard out. And just that drive was given great field position after that Brunford pick. And honestly, it's pretty obviously we saw only 4 picks James Brunford threw this entire season. Until now, he threw his first in a while here in the Super Bowl, which honestly is really shocking. As now it's going to see if the Raiders can score, as it will be kicked off. Let's see what they can do here, as it will be returnable, as he sends it up, and he is absolutely clobbered, as they're going to be stopped at their own 22. As let's see what James Brunford and the Raiders can do on this drive. As obviously we saw that first drive end in an immediate interception. As he's going to hand it off to Genty, who is stopped for no gain. As they will be at their own 22-yard line here on 2nd and 10. As let's see what they can do here on this play, as they're going to hand it off to Genty another time, and he's stopped again for no gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 from their own 22-yard line, as they got to think of something here on this. Back to pass. It's Brunford. He's going to try escape in the pocket, and he was hit as he got that ball off, as they're going to have the punt. Frank Remings here to kick it off, punt it. Bombs that. And he gets stopped at the Falcons 27 as Penix and the Falcons will head back out. See what they can do here on their drive. As he hands it off to Bijan, and I'm pretty sure he's stopped for no gain. Running game seems to just not being able to get going, which is honestly kind of shocking. As he takes a snap, going to fire around the right, and he gets stopped for a 5-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. As will they be able to convert and get a first down? We're going to have to see. As they send Bijan in motion, back to pass, it's Penix. Tries to escape pressure, wide open man, and he will get the first down. Parker Washington, another target given, as he's kind of been Michael Penix's guy to just throw to today. As it will be first down at their own 39, as they're going to hand it off to Bijan. And he fumbles! And it's picked up by the Raiders! Cooper DeJean making a statement as he gets the fumble recovery and gives the Raiders a good chance to potentially score, as the boomstick from John Roderick slides it right into Cooper DeJean's hands to give the Raiders the ball, as the Raiders offense will head back out. Brunford and the Raiders actually kind of at halfway. We're going to see, will they be able to score? Back to pass, it's Brunford. Fires, and it's incomplete, intended for Brock Bowers. Second down for the Raiders. Back to pass, it's Brunford, and he's going to fire it to Pickens, who gets stopped. As it will be third down for the Raiders. Back to pass, it's Brunford as he fires, incomplete, and that drive will stall out. They're going to go for the long field goal. We know Jaden Rook has a long leg. Sends it up. Is it good? It is! Jaden Rook. Man, does this kid have a leg. As they're going to put the Raiders' first points on the board as he kicks it up. And it will be returnable for the Falcons. Let's see, will they be able to do anything on the return? Not really, as he brings it up to the 26-yard line. As Bijan Robinson and the Falcons head back out. As he's kind of been, he got the touchdown. He got the Falcons touchdown, but also was a liability as he had fumbled the previous drive. As play action, going to give it to, I'm actually not sure who that is, but they got a 3-yard gain. As that will be 2nd and 7 from their own 30. Back to pass, it's Penix. He's going to fire to the right, and he finds an open man who will not get the first down, brought down by Cooper DeJean. As it will be 3rd and 1. Sneak, and he got it. Just the regular QB sneak. Just seems to work every single time for any team. As he'll give it to Bijan, who is absolutely stuffed by Bowman. As actually there is, I'm pretty sure, 2 Bowmans on that defensive side of the ball. As he will play action, going to give it back to Bijan, who is tackled only for a 2-yard gain. It will be 3rd and 10. As let's see what this defense can do. Will they be able to get a stop? Penix back to pass. He was put under pressure. Still fires it. Got it off in time, but it will be 4th down and more than likely a punt, and yes, it will. And he sends it away. No fair catch. Daraj is going to return this, and he will be stopped at the Raiders' 29. Brunford and the Raiders heading back out, and it seems like he's kind of been struggling in this Super Bowl. Despite winning 2 Super Bowls, and I'm pretty sure he won Super Bowl MVP last year, he's kind of been struggling, but early game, let's see if he will be able to rebound. And Ashton Genty shoves him off. He gets a 3-yard gain out of what could have been a loss. So it will be 2nd and 7. As play action, going to fire, and it's almost picked again. Let's see, Brunford. Got to make some risky decisions. 3rd and 7. He's going to fire to the right. Open man, Troy Franklin. And they have the first down. As it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 42. Will they be able to put more points on the board as they hand it off to Genty, who found a gap, and he gets 8 yards on that run. Second and 2 as they reach the halfway mark in the field, and we have under a minute to play in the first quarter as they give it to Genty, who is stuffed. 2-yard loss officially, as they will have to go on another third down. Back to pass, he fires to the right, gives it to Daraj. And yes, it is Daraj as they make it past halfway field. And they will be within Falcons territory as they get the first down. Let's see, will they be able to advance farther down the field on the RPO? Gives it to Troy Franklin on the right and gets them 6 yards as the first quarter ticks away. More than likely, one more play before the first quarter ends, as they're on the Falcons 40. Takes a snap, gives it to Genty, and he will get the first down. Brings it to the Falcons 33, as that is the end of the first quarter of the Super Bowl. Falcons lead 7-3 over defending Super Bowl champs, the Las Vegas Raiders, as we'll be back for quarter 2. Welcome back to Fish Network. Fish Network's coverage of the Super Bowl, as Raiders will continue as they find an open gap with Genty. 5 yards on the gain. Not sure if who he was brought down by, but thinking they're bringing something to the table on this drive, as RPO going to give it to Troy Franklin, and he gets the first down. Probably about 7 yards on that reception. Honestly, haven't seen much out of George Pickens today. We'll see. Will they put him? Will they start putting him to use? We're gonna have first and 10 at the 20-yard line. Snap, gonna fire, gives it to Daraj, who's brought down for a 7-yard gain. Assuming he's making adjustments to the play, as he's gonna give it to Genty, who has an open gap up the middle. No! Touchdown! Stopped at the 1! I thought he had that. I thought Genty had the touchdown right there. But they're going to have almost 4 more tries to put it in the end zone again, as they're going to give it to Genty, and he's going to score! Touchdown, Raiders! That's Ashton Genty yet again. He shined in the AFC Championship, had multiple long runs, basically carried that Raiders defense when James Brunford couldn't. Just amazing out of Ashton Genty right there, as he will score the Raiders' first touchdown of the game, as they will take the lead. Jaden Rook up here to make it 3. Lead by 3. As he does, and it is good, as Raiders will lead 10-7 over the Atlanta Falcons, as Falcons' next drive shall be coming up. As Rook kicks it up. Will it be returnable? Yes, it will. As he will get stopped by Zach Bond. As Penix and the Falcons will head back out. After taking that initial lead with the pick, they scored, but you'll see what they do here. As they will hand it off to Bijan, who is stopped for about a 6-yard gain. A little scuffle. As Penix back to pass. Going to give it to Drake London, who is stopped. And he gets the first down. As they are marching towards Raiders territory, let's see, will they get past the halfway mark of the field? As they're going to give it to Bijan again, who is stopped for about a 6-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to pass, Penix. He's going to fire, and it's just about picked by Cooper DeJean.
Parker, Washington.
Surprised how he did not come down with that. As it's 3rd down.
4 yards to go.
Back to pass, it's Penix as he fires to Bijan, who is brought down by Zach Bond, but that doesn't matter as he gets the 1st down and way more as they go into Raiders territory. Wide open right there. Then Zach Bond to finish off the job as they're in the Raiders territory as they have it on the Raiders 38-yard line. Back to pass to Penix. He's looking around the left, but he throw it to the right. DeJean brings him down. 4-yard gain on that play.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Takes the shotgun snap. Looks for an open man. Looks towards the left. And he has an open man. And more. 6 gets a bunch of yards. Now within... They have a chance to score here again. But it seems like... pretty tired out there because they're getting utilized. He gets stopped by John Rodgers.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 10. See what they do here. And it's back to pass. He's going to run it on the QB draw. He's stopped for an 8-yard gain.
The keeper. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
As now, 3rd and 2. Great chance to score as they're going to send audible. They're going to give it to Bijan. Will he be stopped? Yes, he will! 4th down. Now here's the question. Will they go for it? Or will they just settle for a field goal? That's what I'm curious about. As they will go for it. All right, 4th and 1. As they're going to give it to Bijan, and he's stuffed! Raiders defense stands up and stops them. What a great defensive read right there to just stop the play as now the Raiders head back out. James Brunford, Ashton Genty, they are kind of a amazing duo, but now they're kind of here in bad position, but at least they stop him. As he's actually back to pass, and he fires quickly to Brock Bowers for a 3-yard gain.
complete to Brock Bowers.
Let's see what they do here on
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's down the first down on the third.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Brunford back to pass. Scrambles a bit. And he's absolutely just brought down. Brought down by multiple players for the Falcons defense, but that's not what matters. They are going to have to punt it away. As he will punt it away for the 2nd time today. Fair catch called for as they bring it to the Falcons' 42-yard line. Peanut Penix and the Raiders head back out as they trail by 3 points. 2nd quarter just about over, but we still have 3 minutes left and the 2-minute warning. But about a minute till that happens. As Bijan is stuffed. 1 yard loss officially. As it will be 2nd and 11 from their own 41. It's kind of been a defensive battle, I would say. Penix back to pass. Tries to find someone open, and he's brought down by Riley Bowman. Right there. 3rd and 18. Just shedded through the tackle to get to him. Just brings him down. Now leaves the Falcons in kind of a bad spot. See what their defense can do. Back to pass. Looking for someone open, and he's brought down by the other Bowman. Bowman attack. on those past 2 plays, both of them getting their respectable sacks. But now they've forced the Falcons to punt. Duraj going to return this. Tried to find an open lane, but he gets a couple of yards on that as Ashton Genty and James Brunford head back out. I'm going to see what they can do here on this drive. All right. As he's going to hand it off to Genty, who goes up the middle, and he gets the first down. Brings it up to their own 45-yard line. They're getting celebrated by George Pickens. You see what they do here on 1st and 10 from their own 45. Let's see, will it be another handoff? As no, play action, going to fire to the right. Going to give it to Pickens, who gets about 5 yards on that play. Back to pass. Going to fly around the middle. He's going to give that to Bowers, and he gets past midway field, or the halfway in the field. I'm smart. Back to pass. Fires around the middle, and it's caught by Troy Franklin, who brings it into the, just missed out to bring it into field goal. Well, I mean, it is at field goal range, but officially it will be a 1st and 10. Just what a catch right there. As we approach the 2-minute warning, will they try to get a snap off? Yes, they will. He fires to Pickens, who is stopped for about, I would say, 5 yards. No, 6 yards. As 2-minute warning. Break, 2-minute timeout. As back to passes, Brunford tries to find the open man. Troy Franklin only gets 2 yards. 3rd and 2. Will the Falcons defense be able to step up? Back to pass. He's going to fire. He got the first down. 1st and goal. Pretty sure that was Portillo. As the Falcons will call their first timeout.
First down and goal.
1st and goal for the Raiders. See what they think of. They're going to hand it off to Genty, who scores! Touchdown, Raiders! Ashton Genty's 2nd rushing touchdown of the Super Bowl. What a big place to shine. And, I mean, being able to shine in the Super Bowl is obviously a great thing. And, yeah.
The kick is good. Makes the score